I'm delighted to have been asked to record this message for the 10th anniversary of the Climate Group. Recent findings from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change were a stark reminder of the urgency and scale of the challenge that we all face. Climate change is happening across all continents. It is contributing to heat waves, drought, flooding across the planet. And it's having its biggest impact on those who have done least to create the problem, the most vulnerable people in the least developed nations. Scotland wants to set an example for other countries in moving towards the low-carbon economy. We have established a world-leading target of a 42% cut in greenhouse emissions by 2020. That target has unanimous support in our Parliament and strong backing from business and civic society. We have since set further targets for the period beyond 2020. We're aiming for 58% cut by 2027. We are on track to meet these targets. We have reduced our emissions by more than a quarter since the 1990 reference period. We now generate 46% of our equivalent electricity demand from renewable energy. It will be 100% by 2020. Now, what Scotland has found is that these targets aren't just good for the environment, they're good for the economy. They provide certainty for business and investors. They have contributed to Scotland becoming a hub for low-carbon innovation. More and different types of wave and tidal power devices are being developed and tested in Scotland than any other country on the entire planet. Glasgow, our greatest city, is Europe's leading centre for offshore wind energy research, and we're looking to pioneer carbon capture and storage for gas power stations. Major multinational companies are making Scotland their base for renewable energy development. Billions of pounds are being invested in infrastructure and thousands of jobs are being created. In addition to promoting strong action within Scotland, we're also living up to our international responsibility. We know that the poorest and the most vulnerable are those who suffer most from climate change. That's why we've established the world's first ever Climate Justice Fund. That fund is currently helping communities affected by climate change in Malawi and Zambia, for example by improving access to clean water, by educating and empowering women so that they can play a leading role in their local communities. Scotland has worked in partnership with the Climate Group over the last decade. We have drawn encouragement from your emphasis on big ambitions and strong leadership. We have benefited from that collective global expertise. And we in turn have used the Climate Group to share our experience with countries across the world. Climate change is a major challenge, but it's also a major economic opportunity. It's also an overwhelming moral imperative. Tackling it is a responsibility for each and every one of us, for each and every country, and I can promise that Scotland will continue to take a lead. So I wish you all for the rest of the conference. I look forward to many, many more years of working with you and together tackling climate change.